Welcome to Sway TV on Amazon Live. I am your storyteller for today. My name is Eden Satsoon, and I'm so excited!
We're gonna have some fun on the street.
In case you guys didn't notice, today is Cinco de Mayo.
Thank you for joining Mind, Body, Spirit with Dr. Kate.
And we love Amazon Live, and we're so excited to be part of Sway TV.
Get curious! Get curious!
What do we do here on Sway TV? We shop.
Happy Meow Day!
I am so excited to welcome you to our brand new outdoor set.
Yo, suit up!
Inhale. I literally just inhaled a fly.
The most hilarious thing that has ever happened to me on live Amazon television.
How cool is that?
Would you like to be Sway TV host?
Yes! Here we go, here we go.
I made you guys the Sway TV sign.
I am a fan of gratitude.
Mark says, I thought I changed your life. Oh, you're gonna make me cry.
We made history here on Amazon Live. Would you ask her out again?
I just got like goosebumps.
So thank you for inspiring us here at Sway TV, Clay.
Would you ever want to be a shark on Shark Tank?
Yes, because I think there's a lot to be said for people helping other people.
Oh my goodness, we're having a little fire here.
Michael says, Shayla, I love you and your shows.
How did you do this?
Ta-da!
And Ready Whip, who would not want that?
So many giveaways here at Sway TV. Money, big money, big money, big money, big money.
I'm ready to battle shop live! Yeah! This is fun.
And one person's gonna win a PS5. Which one will it be?
I have our winner.
I'm so excited, I can't even stand it. I cannot make this up.
We are awarding you with the PS5 as well. What?
8, 7,
6, 5,
4, 3,
2, 1.
Talk to all your friends and your family. Let them know about Sway TV.
Thank you so much.
Redeem yourself, you guys. Right now, it's on Sway TV. It's on Amazon Live.
Sway TV is here to stay. Thank you, Amazon.
Shop attainment all the time.
'Tis the season of the comfy.
We in the house, we having fun, we doing the thing, we swaying.
Sway TV #1, baby.
Thank you guys for watching. It was awesome.
Kaboom.
So go to swaytvlive.com and we will see you soon.
There we go for you! Let's sway.
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 Let's go, let's sway. Stay tuned. Woo! Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Sway TV. I am your host, Kimmy Seltzer, bringing you live each week my show. It's called Kimmy's Love Hub. And if you are new to me, new to here, welcome, welcome. This is a show all about dating, relating, and love. And that is you. It includes you, because when you love you, that's when other people do too. So let's get to it. I want to see who's here, who is in the house. If you are here and you know me, you've seen my show, say hello. I always love to see the people who come back each week. And I have some really fun things that I'm going to share with you today. And each week I do something a little bit different with hot topics. Last time we had Brian Howie from the Great Love Debate here, and we debated about love and getting back out there and what dating looks like now as we approach upon the real world dating. Oh, hello, Marty. Oh, it's good to see you. Wow, I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're well. Who else is here? And by the way, if you are new here, new to me, new to Sway TV, Amazon Live, make sure you click the follow button, because when you do that, that will allow you to chat with me. And for those of you who know me, you know I like to chat. And this show just gets better and better. The more you interact with me, the more love I give back. So, I mean, this is how dating is, right? Like the more you put out, the more you get back. So I hope you can click on the button and say hello to me. And once you do that, introduce yourself. We will definitely have time, especially today, to take some dating questions, some style questions. So I will have you guys chime in, and at any point, please let me know if you want to come on and chat with me. So I have a really great topic today as we're talking about getting back out there and dating. I want to talk about how to create a great first date. Yeah, like it is really, really, this has been a ride. I will say, you know, I was just talking with one of my clients yesterday. It's hot off the press, and she was, you know, we've been really zoning in on her DM exchange, right? Because obviously this whole year, everybody's been relying on virtual dating and meeting people virtually and progressing to a video date. And then, you know, maybe if it feels safe enough to go out there in the real world. Well, her text exchanges, her DM exchanges were super boring, and they were like interview-like, and she wasn't getting anywhere, and she was going nowhere fast. So we really worked on her conversation and how to get out of the friend zone into more the flirty zone, and so that she would progress. And eventually these guys started asking her out, and she started, you know, having these Zoom dates and having a lot of fun. Well, as she was getting more confident with, you know, how to give good phone, how to give good text, DM exchanges, we dialed in her profile, everything's great on paper in the 2D form. Well, now we have the opportunity, a lot of us, depending where you are in the world, to go out and meet people in person. And so she had her first real life date. And I am sorry to say she crashed and burned. So, you know, she had a lot of fun. It was great for her to get out there, but, you know, she recognized that her dating muscle has been atrophied. You know, meeting people in real life, she found herself a little anxious. She didn't really like figure out what to wear beforehand. She was thinking so much, she got in her head. And so the date really did not go well, and I think it ended super early, and she never heard from the guy again. And she knew that a lot of it came from her. You know, I think she recognized she was really nervous, and she didn't, you know, really, she wasn't present. She wasn't really connecting. So that was a big lesson for her. We had a big talk on how to give a great first date in real life and online. But most importantly, like, how do we get out there and interact with each other again? You know, especially after there's been a lot of fears, there's been, you know, just some distancing, even physically, with all of us. And so, yeah, like, this is a great time to get energized and revitalized with, you know, the way that you put yourself out there and get excited about dating, because there's a lot of hope in the air. There's a lot of excitement going on. And now that the weather is warming up in a lot of the places in the world, we're all just getting excited to see each other again. So, oh, hi, Marnie. Yes, okay, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. And I see a lot of familiar people. So thank you so much for coming back again and again. And yes, I am back. I took a little bit of break for Memorial Day, and we are back for the weekly shows. So yes, Freddie, am I like a love guru? I am. I don't know if I use the word guru, but here's the thing. I go by the title of Authentic Dating Strategist, a confidence therapist, and an image expert. So what does that all mean? It means that I have a holistic approach in helping people look and feel their best so that they attract what they want. And mostly that is love, but it really does start with, you know, yourself. I have a different approach. And that is that I work with people, first of all, on the outside, and then I go inward. You know, I've been practicing as a therapist for many, many years before I dove into this. And one of the things that I felt was missing was really paying attention to how we put ourselves out there and the way we dress, our body language, our presentation, our first impressions, how we interact with others. That is so important when it comes to how you market yourself. So you could do all this inside work on yourself, but if you're not marketing yourself right, people aren't going to get to know all the beautiful things about you and who you are on the inside. So I love matching the outside and the inside so that you get the results that you want. And not everybody needs, help with their style. Not everybody needs help with, how they express themselves. Not everybody needs help with the way they flirt. But that's why I take a holistic approach and really, understanding people's journeys and their histories, because our past is connected to the future and the choices we make and the patterns that get created. And it is all tied together. I just had an amazing flirt class last week. It was wildly successful. We filled the class. It was both for men and women. And here's the thing that everyone discovered after the class, and I got a lot of feedback. They said, Kim, that was amazing. I signed up for this class thinking, oh, I need to learn how to twirl my hair and do googly eyes. And if you're a man, you need to know how to approach a lady and not get into your head. But what came out of it was so much more. People realized there's so much fear that is involved, that we all have insecurities and fears that really stop us from creating change and opportunity. So it is deeper work. It's not just this, but that's why I love this platform. I can't say that enough. I say this on every show. Amazon Live, you rock. Sway TV, I love you. I love being able to give you all dating advice and shop because this is my fundamental belief. I believe when we put something on our body, we do things to better our homes, to better ourselves. That integrates into how we feel about ourselves. It is not superficial. There is a ton of research out there that says when you take care of yourself, it has a big impact in the way that others perceive you and see you. And that correlates with the opportunities that you create out there. And I'm going to talk about this a little later. I was asked to be in an article on Oprah.com, and I was really honored. And it was how to dress on a first date. It was a real simple article, but it was really powerful because what we were talking about in the article is that it wasn't just the clothes, but the clothes are an advertisement of who you are. And if we don't dial that in, we're going to miss so much. So this is the stuff that it really matters, Yeah, Freddie the Chase. Oh, Marnie, maybe you're having a bad connection. I'm so sorry. Well, yeah, if you lose the connection, just chime in back here. And I am just super excited to have all of you. We're going to do a lot of shopping today. I've been bringing on amazing guests. And actually next week, you'll definitely want to join me next week because Tuesday, 3 p.m. Pacific time, I have Jordan Harbinger coming. He's this really awesome podcaster and you won't want to miss it. But I just felt like, and it's been a while, to do a show, just me and you, and let's get down to shopping. Amazon Prime Day is coming up. There's going to be all these really amazing deals. There's still amazing deals and sales that I want to share with all of you. And we're going to, just have a lot of fun. I want this to be interactive. I'm glad you guys are talking to me because I get sick of talking to myself all the time. And as you have questions, as we get into everything, please, chat in the box, or if you want to call in, I'd love to talk to you. You don't have to show your face. If you don't want to, you could just call in. So I want to start with a couple tips, and then I have some products that I want to share with you. The topic is how to give a great first date, right? Sounds like pretty simple. Yet, it can be pretty complex. Not just with what we've all been through, and I think a lot of us are forgetting how to interact with each other as humans. But the other thing that I realize, and one of the biggest mistakes that people make, is they go on a date and they don't get into a date mindset. What is that? They go on a date, they might go right from work or being a parent, right straight into a date with a lot of like kind of frenetic energy. I call it just like task energy, right? Not being mindful of, maybe the clothes that you wear. You're not changing your mindset. You're not changing your clothes. And then the date crashes and burns. And the other thing that a lot of times people find is, and I hear this all the time, I just didn't feel the chemistry. Right? Does that happen to you? You go on a date, it's like an interview, it's a Q&A session, and you come back, you're like, oh, I just didn't feel the chemistry. Nice guy, but ... Or, yeah, nice lady, however ... And that's the worst. It's the worst feeling when, maybe you could have had chemistry with someone, but you didn't create an ambiance, an energy, a situation where maybe chemistry could have happened. I'm gonna tell another quick story. There was a woman that I was coaching, and I'm so excited about this. I do these wing gal sessions. So what I do is I go out with people in the field, and besides doing phone coaching, I do real life coaching where I help people flirt out in the real world and meet people and approach. And if you're a woman, how to be approached and have conversation. And the thing that this woman did, it was really funny because she walked, this is before when I was doing it, and I'm excited because I'm going to be doing more of these now that everything's opening up. When she walked into this place, she said to me, Kim, I don't see anybody I'm attracted to. I just can't see how I can flirt with people in this room and create chemistry and practice when I don't see anyone that I'm slightly attracted to. And I said, the fact that you're already sizing up the room before you even open your mouth and giving people a chance and really like soaking into the environment and people means that we need to stay and figure it out. So what I was teaching her is that not to rely on what other people necessarily give you when you first see something on first impression, but it's what you put out and then it's what you get back. It's like what I said right in the beginning of the show. Just like when you give me a lot of love in the chat, I give so much more back to you because I feel the love, like I feel the energy. Well, a dating and approach is exactly the same thing. When she walked into the room, she was already shut down. So of course, nobody was going to approach her. Of course, she's not going to create chemistry. So I pretty much, took her into the room and I said, I want you to flirt and have fun with everyone in this room, even if you're not attracted to them. So we started doing that. We created an energy. It was really like fun and energetic. And we started talking to this group of guys. Well, in the middle of the conversation with this group of guys, now we're having a lot of fun. I see my client and she's smiling and laughing. And she whispers to me right in the middle of the conversation. And she says, oh my gosh, Kim, he's really cute. I kind of think he's sexy. And I said, oh, really? You mean the guy that when we walked into the room for the first time, you said, oh, I'm not attracted to anyone in this room? She said, yeah. So it's a big lesson for her. And moving forward, she realized that so much of her dating she was doing was what I call reactive dating versus proactive dating. Meaning that she was waiting for the man to like show her a good time and create the chemistry, and then she would kind of turn it on if she was interested, instead of just going in and right from the get-go having fun and playful attitude. And so moving forward after that experience together, she started dating like that, and she found that she was having so much more fun on the dates. She was getting asked back again and again and again, because she was in such a like negative state, she wasn't getting asked back, right? And so it was really hard. It was really hard, for her to, figure out before what was happening. She was just surmising that it was the men, like, oh, I'm just not attracted to anyone. But in reality, she was shutting down so much of herself, her opportunity to create that. And the end of the story, just to, you know, give you all a lot of hope that this stuff works, is she met a guy, she kind of cracked the code of, you know, just the pattern that she always had with other guys that she attracted who were not good for her. And she suddenly met this guy that at first she wasn't attracted to physically, but because she went at it differently, they had a great time. She had a great first date, and that guy ended up being her boyfriend later on. And he was a great guy. They were a great couple, and they're super happy together. So this kind of stuff can happen to you too. But you do gotta shift, right? Like, there are 3 things I always tell my clients. That you gotta shift your mindset, you have to shift your perspective, and you have to shift your approach. And when you do those things, that's when the results are completely different. It's really just doing a pattern disruption for yourself, because if what you're doing isn't working, that's the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting the same result. Well, if you want a different result, you got to come up with a different strategy and break that pattern. That's why I call myself a dating strategist now, more so than a coach and a therapist, because I just believe we need to break patterns, and you need a strategy around it so that you can do that. So the moral of that story is not only just to break patterns, but there were some fundamental things that I taught her that I want to highlight that all of you can implement right now. Number 1 is she got a date prep plan. What I mean by that is before she went on a date, she took an hour in between her work self and the date or social self, and she made a plan. She made a playlist, she danced around, she got in her body, she shook off the day, she got in a fun like mindset around all this so that she could go into the date with a openness, with femininity, with fun, and all of you should take at least an hour in between like your work meetings and a date so you go in with that energy. Number 2, she changed her outfits and she changed her body language. And I'm gonna show you later on some really fun things that are trending this spring and summer that I think are date worthy, and I'll help you put together some outfits so that you can get out of the COVID clothing, as I'm calling it, and into something fun and flirty and fresh and energizing, because clothes matter, image matters. Again, it's not just me talking. This is research. This is research-based that when you put on different clothes, the mind shifts inside. There's even a term called enclothed cognition, that when you wear different clothes, you actually perform differently. That's crazy. That's why I get so jazzed about all these clothes and items on Amazon that I show you, because even just buying 1 or 2 or even 3 items per show, you're gonna get energy around it and you're gonna perform differently. So that was the second thing I helped her. And the third thing that I helped her that all of you need to dial in is her conversation skills. So if you are finding all your conversations on dates, like a Q&A session, interview style, then something's wrong. They should not be like that. And I can hear some of you saying, oh, well, everybody that I go on a date with is really boring and they ask me the same questions. And so what am I supposed to do? Well, I hear that a lot. Look, at the end of the day, you can't change other people. All you can do is look at you and change yourself. And that's where the empowerment comes in. So if you are excited about doing that, definitely get a hold of me. I'd love to help you change any of it and all of it. By the way, you can find me at Kimmy Seltzer on Instagram. You can DM me. Or if you want to ask me a direct question, go to askkimmy.com, askkimmy.com. I created that so that you could just, ask me a question directly. You'll be in my community and, you'll get all my goodies and when all these shows are coming live each week. So with that being said, yes, hello, Adriel. I see some new people. Freddie, I love your energy that you're giving back. So Freddie's being engaging with me, so now I feel like I want to talk to him. So that's what I'm talking about. These are the things. It's yin and yang, It's not just the other party. It takes 2 to tango, everyone, right? Okay. So I actually want to take a little bit of a pause here before we go into the clothes section. We have some really exciting items in the carousel that I want to share with you. And so I'm going to go to the carousel right now and show you these hot items that all of you are going to want. And I actually have the first item, the Levoit air purifier for the home. It is a game changer. Now, I live here in California, and you know, we had a lot of fires happen, obviously, and I just am into pure air, and I was looking for a really good air purifier. Well, this one is the best. I love it. It has a really nice sound to it. I actually like going to sleep with it. You know, like I'm into white noise, and I think white noise is something that's very soothing, and it kind of just humdrums out any other like startling noises as you're going to sleep. But more importantly, I can breathe so much easier when I go to sleep with this. And I have this, by the way, in several rooms. So I have it in my bedroom, I have it in my son's bedroom, and they sleep like a baby. And it's on sale. It is on sale. So you definitely want to get a couple of those. I bought 3 right away because I like to have it throughout my home, and they're really portable and easy. So if you happen to even travel, like, and you want to plop it in the car, and you can take it to your hotel. So that was really cool. Next, now this is an amazing thing. I have so many friends who have this, and actually what's really funny is the guest that I have coming on next Tuesday, Jordan Harbinger. We were just talking about this massager because he uses it all the time, and I'm obsessed with it. It's called the Massage Gun for Athletes. It looks really scary, but I promise you it's not. It actually feels amazing, and it gets out all those knots. It has some pressure to it. It's kind of like the deep tissue type, if you like that. For me, I really like that. I have knots in my calves all the time, and this is something that's just really direct, and it gets right to that sore point. So I love that. This is a food saver that is super cool, and it's a vacuum sealer machine system. My mom swears by this. She uses this all the time. I really think this is super cool. So if you want to like really save your food and make it last, this will save your food. It works. I've seen it in action, and you get a lot more for your money when you save food that way, and it tastes just as fresh as when you first bought it. So that is super cool. And who doesn't want to continue to stay in shape? So I don't care if you're going to the gym or you're still working out at home. I'm actually doing both. I'm starting to like work out outside and still doing my inside, because I really started enjoying my inside workouts. This Xterra Fitness treadmill is awesome. So if you were looking for a treadmill and you want something to do really quick, like you can spend, and this is what I do, I spend maybe 15 minutes or 20 minutes on there, and that just gets my blood going. I sometimes will even go on it when I'm in between my calls. So I do with my phone coaching that I do, and a lot of podcasts, I'm on the computer a lot. I am sitting quite a bit, and so I need to do intervals of fitness for my sanity, for my body. I just feel better overall, and that's why I love having just a treadmill around. I actually have another stationary bike, and I'll see if it's in this carousel, but that's also something that's really great. And oh my gosh, who doesn't want or need a PlayStation 5? Come on, y'all. Both my teenage sons has this. And they got it right away. They did not wait. They still love it. And there are such cool graphics. I can't get over, I grew up, well, I'm going to age myself, but I grew up in the 80s, and we've come a long way from Pac-Man. That's all I can say. I cannot get over the graphics on this. So if you have teenagers, or even if you're just an adult and you're buying it for yourself, it's really good to do that. Now this is so cool, and I have some things to show you in the studio around this. This is called the Cricut Explore Air 2. You can make your own graphics. Now, one of the things that I'm going to share with you that's trending this season, I can't get over because I just went shopping with my son because he needed some summer clothes. Speaking about 80s, do you know the 80s are back? And I almost fell over when I saw all the graphics that are happening all over the place. The graphics on t-shirts, the graphics on bags, the graphics on mugs. So I just want to show you some things that you can make. Like, look at this cool bag. This was made by the Cricut. Sway TV. Like, how cool is that? And you can have like, and really, like, if you think about the gifts that you can make with this, you can do custom gifts. So no longer do you have to go and, you know, order it and get them printed at, you know, some place, which are still great, but it takes a lot more time. You have to make sure that you know, have that time span to order something, especially if it's, you know, a gift for someone. I always run out of time. This you could do right away. So it's really cool. And then I love this. Look at the mugs you can make. Can you believe that that is made? I don't know if you can see it. Yay, Amazon Prime Day. Da, 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 da. That's awesome. Yeah, and so you can make mugs from this Cricut. How crazy is that? Like, I'm blown away. And then let's say you have a date, okay? Just picture this. You have a date and you want to make some little coasters for your date. Look at this thing. You can make coasters from that. And of course, we have a Sway TV Amazon Live coaster, just to show you what it looks like. I mean, that is just amazing. And so you could do like little hearts. You could do something that's like themey, like if you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, you're married, you want to do something special. Here's a date idea. And this is the thing, like, talk about how to do a great first date. You can be creative. One of the things that have come out of this whole pandemic is that people had to be really creative with their dates. And you don't have to spend a lot of money and just go to, you know, the usual drinks and happy hour and dinner. Do something fun and creative. You have a little picnic. If you have a loved one, and I wouldn't recommend for a first date having somebody over and intimate, but you could do, you know, down the line, I'd say after date 3 or 4, maybe you have a picnic and a date at home and you set up something on the floor and you have the little coasters and you can make little mugs. I don't know. I'm just, you know, I like getting creative. I think that doing the same thing over and over again for dates really gets old fast. So that's why it's fun to, you know, buy some of these items and have fun with it. So that I just wanted to pause on because I think the Cricut is just incredible. And then, okay, so whether you're a man or a woman, this is super cool. A portable power station Explorer, like this is meaty. A backup lithium battery, like that's so perfect because you will always have power. You know, I could go on a tangent with metaphors about like carrying your own power around, but I won't be that cheesy and corny. But yeah, that is super handy to have. And then we have another purifier for the home. And this is a beautiful one too by Blue Air, Blue Pure 411 Air Purifier. And this looks like it's a little bit heftier than the other one that I showed you. You know, air purifiers are great no matter which one you choose. And this is the bike that I was gonna tell you about. I'm excited it's in the carousel. It's the Yosuda Indoor Cycling Bike Stationary. This is such a good deal. I mean, I looked at so many different stationary bikes. I'm gonna say, like during this past year, I almost became obsessed, and I was researching on Amazon because Amazon, by the way, has every bike imaginable, and I landed on this one. And like the treadmill, I'll just do intervals where I go back and forth between this bike and that, and then I'll do some apps, you know, some fitness apps. And then if you want to do the benching, now I'm not that strong, I'm working up to that, but you could still like sit on here and it'll give you a ton of support. The Flybird Weight Bench Adjustable Strength Training Bench, like how cool is that? Like I'll work up to it. Maybe one day I'll do it right here on my show. I like to work at stuff. It's just like working on the inside. Again, working on the outside, you will always reap the benefits of hard work, right? No matter what. Nobody changes staying the same. I know that's not very profound, but it is true. You have got to move. you've got to move. You got to move in the way that you get out there and put yourself out there. It could be with the flirting. It could be with like maybe wearing more powerful and colorful items on your body. Like there's so many ways to make yourself move, including these things. Okay, and then I love this, the Keurig K Supreme Coffee Maker. I definitely have this one. I like that it's a single serve too. Like if you're in a pinch and you're just, you don't have anyone else in the household, or you're just needing to make one yourself, this is super fast. Keurig is just solid. I always have Keurigs throughout history. And then, this is just heaven. Then Neck Tech, I think I'm saying that right, foot massager with heat, shiatsu heated electric kneading foot massager. Oh. Okay, so I'm just going to admit, like, out of all the massages that I do for my body, the foot massage is by far and away my favorite massage. And I'm not gonna lie, like I was really missing, just the Chinese foot massage places that I go to periodically here in California. And when I found this, it was like the best solution ever. I don't have to wait and save up to go to do that. I can do this in the comfort of my own home, and it is powerful. It is amazing. It gets all those places that your feet might cramp up. My feet cramp up quite a bit, and it causes me back pain. All these things that I'm talking about, I know, you're like, well, why is she talking about items that have nothing to do with clothes or dating? This stuff matters because this is about self-care. This is about things, around taking care of your body, taking care of things around your home. It all relates to how you feel about yourself. Like if your home is in disarray or you're not taking care of your body, it is hard to feel attractive because there's this sense of, like something's not right or something's painful. So I believe that self-care and all these things are just as important. I was talking to a woman the other day, and she's one of my clients, and we've been making so much headway, and what happened to her was awful, but she started hearing these loud noises at night, and it was causing a lack of sleep, big time, and insomnia. Oh my God, that is the worst. Any of you experience that? Because if you experience that, it affects your entire day. You can't focus if you're dating. You can't focus on work. You can't, your relationships can even be impacted because you're gonna be in a bad mood. Like, that's what I'm saying. This is all intertwined. It's not just one thing. And so I really like talking about all these things. And so don't feel guilty about getting a foot massager, because if that makes you happy and it relaxes you, that's going to impact other areas of your life. I'm just saying. Ooh, the Blue Yeti. Okay, so I don't know how many of you know this. I see a lot of people who I know on here, and I love you all, but I'm a podcaster, okay? So I've had a podcast for many, many years. Gosh, now it's 5 years. It's called The Charisma Quotient. So if you want to check out my podcast, go to iTunes, Spotify, wherever you listen to. I'm pretty much all over the place, iHeartRadio, yada, yada. But what you don't know behind the scenes, because the one thing on podcasting is that you don't always see the person, you're hearing them. This is what makes great sound. And I will even go so far to say that you could use something this powerful to do a great video date. Now, why this is important? You can just YouTube this. This is not even something that I'm making up. There was a YouTube video that I saw as I was like researching the different microphones, and they were showing the difference on how a person comes across when they use a bad mic versus a really powerful one. And when they use the Blue Yeti, they sounded significantly different. Why is this important? You will sound more important. People will pay attention to you, and you will have a greater first impression. So if you have a first date that's a video, and by the way, just because we're meeting people out and about doesn't mean that the video dating is going away. Au contraire. I believe, and all of we love experts are talking about, that the video dating is still here to stay. I think now we're just probably in a moment where we're just sick of it, but I think we'll go back to it, and I like it because it does really speak to that slow dating that I really believe in, and getting to know someone before you just hurry out and meet each other. And, you know, with schedules and all that jazz, like sometimes it can take 2 weeks to meet someone. So why wait? Why not like meet somebody right in front of you in the camera? Now, when you have good sound and you have something like a Blue Yeti, it can make a great first impression. So we've talked about the way you look and the lighting and all that, but sound is really important. The way a voice sounds can really make a difference in how someone views you as powerful, confident, sexy. Oh my gosh, are any of you on Clubhouse? So I did a room on how to like create a sexy confidence with another woman who's a voiceover artist, and her name is Tasia, and she's an award-winning voiceover actress, and we were talking about how to give great voice, you know, on a first date. And there are sexy voices, you know. If I was on here on Amazon Live and I had a really bad microphone, you maybe would turn it off, right? But having good sound and the lighting and all that has you tuning in. And again, that's what we're saying, like even on that first impression, all of these things matter, right? Okay, so let's go to the next one. Yeah. Oh, Adriel, yeah, the mic is a really good idea, and you'll get a lot out of it, like not just for, you know, dates or if you're a podcaster like me, but, you know, if you record anything for work, if you're a YouTuber, like anything where it requires sound, it'll really make a difference. And it is definitely worth the investment. So this is a cool, oh my gosh, the Bose Flex Home. I mean, this is something to strive for, because this is a one-stop shop for all your exercise needs. But I mean, if you haven't heard of the Bose Flex Home Gym series, it really is amazing. So do a little research on it here on Amazon. There's a lot of products with Bose Flex, but this is like the big kahuna. You'll get everything you want and more in this one exercise contraption. Okay. And this one, oh, this is a super cool thing. The Sunny Health and Fitness Twist Stepper. You know, I have had people use this also at their desks, you know, because those of you who are sitting a lot like me, I'm doing my phone coaching, I'm doing my, you know, streaming, I'm sitting so much. I will use a stepper like this underneath my desk. Nobody even knows, except the only weird thing is like sometimes if you don't have it stabilized, you got to work on. But that's the beauty, is because you could really work on your stomach and stabilization when you're doing up, you know, up and down, up and down. This is great, but obviously standing is the best, and it'll give you a great workout. Again, these are all great things for interval training. And you, if you want to actually, here, I want to do a little promo with all the people that we have here. Do you see all these beautiful people? Well, the show, It's a Vibe with Shay. She's awesome. She talks all about fitness and all of that jazz. So if you want to get more fitness tips, definitely check her out. She's amazing, and I know that she'll really give you a lot of tips around this stuff. But I can say, just from what I know, these are great equipment that I've used personally. The GoPro Hero. Ooh, this is super cool. Ooh, you want to do some filming in the water? This is the creme de la creme of camera. If you haven't heard of the GoPro, I mean, I know my sons, they are obsessed with this thing. And, you know, if you're a YouTuber, if you want to just like start a streaming, you know, when you're on the go, nothing really beats this, because it's just really rugged and the quality of the picture is intense. I mean, it's so crisp, you really feel like you're with that person when they're using the GoPro. The Fitbit Versa 2 Health and Fitness Smartwatch. This is a super cool watch. It has a lot of bang for your buck. It, you know, goes over your heart rate, your music, Alexa built in. It has everything. And yet again, another air purifier. This is a much taller one, the I think it's the Germ Guardian True HEPA filter. The HEPA filter is great, and all these purifiers, they all work so well. It's just a matter of like how big your home is, how big your rooms are. You may want to get one of each that I've shown you, because that way you can see the dimensions and fill the room accordingly with the air purifier that goes with the dimensions of the room. So this is a really great one. Oh, the Ninja FD401 Food 8-quart 9-in-1 Deluxe XL pressure cooker. Oh my God. Okay, so Mom, if you're watching, she's probably laughing because she's been trying to get me to use a pressure cooker forever because, you know, back in the day that they used those old pressure cookers, and I thought that that's how they were, and I was scared to death of the steam and how I was going to navigate it all. Well, no longer, gone are the days of old. I will just say that, because these new pressure cookers are nothing like how they were in the past, and they're super easy. I made soup for myself the other day, and I was really impressed with myself. It was a minestrone soup, and it came out so good in such a short amount of time. I couldn't believe it. So these are really great to have. SodaStream Aqua Fizz Sparkling Water Maker Bundle. I live and breathe by these. I am constantly using these refills, and it saves you so much money. If you like sparkling water, I do. As you can see, I have sparkling water. For me, it quenches my thirst, so I have it all the time. But it gets expensive buying the cans all the time. So this, I find, has a lot of fuzz. If you're really into fuzz, you can even, find little flavors that you can put in. I swear by the SodaStream. I absolutely love this machine. Okay. And then the Philips Sonicare Protective Clean. Oh, this is the 6500 rechargeable electric toothbrush. This is a powerhouse. I felt like I was at the dentist when I first turned it on. It was so amazing how powerful it was, and I thought it would like hurt my teeth, and it actually doesn't. It's very gentle, because I was picturing it would be as intense as when you go to the dentist, but it really isn't. It's super gentle. I have really sensitive gums, and believe it or not, even though it's really powerful, it's still gentle on the gums. And as is the electric toothbrush Oral-B Pro 7000 Smart Series. This is also a really solid toothbrush. And the Hoover Power Dash Pet Compact Carpet Cleaner. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you have a pet, this is essential, especially if you have a lot of rugs laying around. You definitely want to clean up that hair. And then you want to get the purifier to get all the fur out of the air, right? And then the iRobot Roomba. That way you don't have to have, somebody cleaning your house every day. You can just have the Roomba do it for you. When this came out, I was so amazed. I'm like, how is a robot actually going to clean my house? This stuff works, and this one's on sale. Oh my God, that is a great price. This is really, really powerful. And again, over time, it's gonna save you money by, having this device in your home that'll clean constantly. This is so perfect. And then the Sun Ninja Beach Tent Pop-Up Sun Shelter Accessories. Oh my gosh, summer, it's finally here. And if you like to do this kind of thing, you need to protect yourself from the sun. I'm here in sunny California, and we have sun quite a bit. And it's really important to have that to protect your skin, and you can still have fun all day long at the beach. The Black & Decker Max Cordless Sweeper and String Trimmer Combo Kit. That is super cool if you want a sweeper. Look how thin they are making them now. I'm blown away. The Cloud Massage Shiatsu Foot Massager, another foot massager. Oh my gosh, so if the other one didn't appeal to you, then you have this one, and this one looks like it gets more like in where your calves are. So it's just a matter of preference. They're both amazing. Oh, okay, so this one, if you hadn't heard my show around Mother's Day, I was talking about this one quite a bit. The Zillion Shiatsu Back and Neck Massager. I don't know if I have it here. No, I don't have it here. But I bought one for my mom. I bought one for myself, and oh my God. What I really like about this is you can use it every part of your body. Like I start on my neck and I go down to the back and I do, you know, the legs. I actually, on my calves, I'll spend quite a bit of time on my calves because that, by just doing that, it corrects all the other knots. I don't know why. I'm not, you know, a doctor per se and know all the ins and outs of my muscles, but this is incredible and it has a perfect pressure points. And then the Bose Soundlink Revolve portable and long-lasting Bluetooth 360 speaker. This is so cool. I can't get over the technology these days. You can just carry the speaker around and have an amazing sound system wherever you go. That is just so super cool. Okay. And then the Wise Cam Outdoor Security Camera Starter Bundle. And that's really important if you want to have more security outside your home. The Acer Aspire 5 Slim laptop. So if any of you are looking for a new laptop, this is a great one. Super affordable. Hamilton Beach Flex Brew Trio 2-way single serve. Another single serve that's great. Hamilton Beach I love as well, just like Keurig, and Cuisinart, of course. This one is iconic. Like I've replaced this over the years with like newer versions. This is always just a really nice one, especially if you have a lot of guests over and for parties. It's a 14-cup programmable one and it has a lot of different settings. They just keep getting better and better each year. And the Geiger, I don't know if I'm saying that right, telescope. This is super cool. If you're into astronomy and you want to see the stars, lots going on up there. And the Cordy R750 robot vacuum cleaner, another robot vacuum cleaner. There's no excuse anymore of having a messy house. You can just have a robot do it for you. And then we have the Prism Frame pool set with filter pump. Oh my gosh. Yeah. If you have little kids, this is a great thing to have. I remember when my kids were young, we had something like this, and it was so nice to just throw and say, everyone outside, get your energy out, go into the pool. And this works car vacuum. This is really cool because I don't know, I have a black interior in my car and it gets super dirty really fast, and just keeping something like this in the car is a game changer. And again, it saves you money over time because you don't have to go get it, you know, deep cleaned all the time. And the Kindle Paperwhite, now waterproof with 2-time storage, super cool. And we're back to that really cool massage gun. This is the Toloco massage gun. This is really great, especially if you're an athlete. This gets right to those trigger points that you need. And the Aero Garden Black Harvest Indoor Hydroponic Garden. If you're a gardener, oh my God, this is super sweet. I love that you can do simple things like that. You don't have to have a huge garden anymore to have your own garden. And of course, you know, always come on Amazon Live and watch more. So those were fun things, and each week we're gonna share all the beautiful things in the carousel. And now comes the shopping portion of Kimmy's Love Hub, where I want to share with you some really exciting trends that are happening right now for spring and summer. But here's the thing, okay, so this relates back to dating. Not everything that is trending, that's fashionable, looks good on you. Not everything that trends that is fashionable are things that the opposite sex likes. So that's the thing, like sometimes you see all these things and then you're like, oh, well, should I get them? Should I invest in them? But you really have to be mindful of, you know, what a good dating look is like. That's different than like what's trending or maybe what looks good, you know, on the runway and that kind of thing. So I picked out some things that are trending, that are super fun, that all of you can incorporate in your wardrobe. So even if one style doesn't work, there are other items that I want to show you that are really fun, and you can pick and choose what feels right to you in your lifestyle. So Here we go. Oh, Marnie, I didn't see your previous question. As I see them coming in, sometimes they get lost up above. So if you had a dating or style question, just type it in again and I'll see it if you're still there. Okay, so here's the things that are coming in, and I started sharing it with you last week and we got cut off, so I wanna share some really fun things that are happening. And you know, this is the fun thing about coming out and playing. That's how I'm seeing with the clothes. We are all so sick of the sweats. We're sick of just kind of the drabby feeling of the clothes that we've all been wearing, especially from the waist down. That what's trending right now is just super fun things, and we're seeing things in every era. We're seeing things that are trending from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and yes, 80s. I cannot believe, I kid you not, I almost fell over when I was looking into the stores when I went shopping with my son. I'm like, wait a second, I wore this in high school. I cannot believe this is back in. And I want to show you and teach you that you can wear these things on dates too. So let's go to one of the first things that I'm seeing that is really fun, and we're going to go to the carousel. So I showed this last time, and I'm not sure if all of you saw it. Now, this is a throwback from the 60s, and I think this is super hot and fun, and when you wear it in a special way. So let me just show my browser. Okay, so drum roll, please. Can you believe that the go-go boot is back? The go-go boot. Oh, hi, Maya. Hello. I'm just seeing you as MYA, and it says Kimmy. And you know, sometimes I don't always see your name. So if just say, hi, it's so-and-so. Oh, you want to be married. Okay, so little commercial break. If you are wanting to work on your love life, you want to be married, you want to, you know, really dial in your love life, now especially is such a good time because there is a state of change in the air, and you definitely want to hop on the wave that's happening right now. Everybody is looking to improve their love life. And so if you want to know more, go to @Kimmy Seltzer. That is my DM on Instagram. It's pretty much my social handle everywhere. Slide into my DMs, get a hold of me. But if you want to ask me a direct question and be in my community, go to askkimmy.com, askkimmy.com, and you'll get to ask me questions. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, @Kimmy Seltzer, you got it, MYA. I think, is it Maya? I hope I'm saying it right. And thank you for mentioning my hair. Actually, I'll do a little product plug because I use the Revlon hair dryer that we have here on Amazon, and I have it in the carousel, and I will show you the tip that I use to get my hair this way. Because I used to get my hair done, and now I do it myself with this one device. No, actually two things that I do. Okay, so going back to can you believe that this go-go boot is back in? And white, the white go-go boot is in. Oh, thank you. My style's on fire. Oh my God, you're making me feel so good. See, this is what I'm talking about. When you give me energy, I give you energy back. Now I want to stay on for another hour with all of you. You guys have been awesome. So thank you for, chiming in and interacting with me. So here's the thing. This boot, now you got to be a little careful. Okay, so this is what I mean by you have to know your body type. Right? You have to know your body type because not everyone can wear a high boot like this. So here's just a general rule of thumb. Now I do these things called virtual makeovers, and I teach people about their body type and what looks good on them and what to stay away from. And that is the best thing to do before you really purchase a lot of items. But what I will say, a quick hack for you, is that if you are a woman and you're 5'3" and under, you are considered petite. And if you are 5'3" and under, that means I would not necessarily do a high boot like that. Why? Because it's gonna cut your legs off, and you wanna elongate your legs, especially if you're wearing a short skirt, which I recommend if you're on the shorter side to elongate your look. So you're gonna wanna do a short booty, and I do have a shorter booty for that. But as far as trends go, if you are above 5'3" and you wanna have a little fun, I think this is a super hot boot. It's by Fun Fantasma, I don't know how to say it, by Pleaser Women's Go-Go boot. So this was super fun. Let me go back. Okay, so that's one thing that we're seeing trend. Now, another thing, if you wanted to put together like a cute look with that, the baby doll dress is in again. So it's just like going back to the 60s. Now, I was trying to find something that would be a little more comfortable and less like structured and affordable. And boy, is this affordable. I mean, this can be used in many, many ways. As you can see, she's wearing it with, you know, some strappy shoes, which I love. And if you are on the shorter side, this is a good look for you when you have the strappy shoes. But if you are a little taller and you want to wear the go-go boots, now I wouldn't necessarily go drab. This color's a little drab for me. I would go super fun and do, like, if you are a darker skin tone, you could do an orange. And look at this pretty color. I love this color. This blue, by the way, and I don't know how it's reading in your computer, but it's a really beautiful blue that would look good on almost every skin tone. That's why I really like blues a lot, because it's pretty safe to say that, yeah, like you pick something up like this and it's gonna look good whether you have like lighter hair, darker hair. Can you imagine this dress with the white boots, ladies? And if you're a man, can you imagine if your lady walks in on a date with the go-go boots and this baby doll dress? What? See, this is what I'm talking about, how to give a great first date. When you show up with intention, when you show up like you mean it, you will get the results. You will have an impact in the way that you're viewed, the way you're remembered, and that is half the battle, right? You want to be memorable. You know, how many times you just go on a date with the same clothes you had on when you were working? And then you go in with that mindset of, oh, well, I'm just doing the same thing I did 2 hours ago, and that was my work self. That was my work energy. That's so boring. Get out of your work energy and get into something more fun and flirty. Yeah? So anyone want a Mountain Dew? Have to. Okay, so anyway, I wanted to show you, this is super cute. Now, another thing that we're seeing trend that I think is date-worthy, let's go back, and I'm actually wearing something that is the puffy sleeves. So notice that I am wearing some puffy sleeves because they're trending. It's something that is super fun, and it is in style. It is trending right now, and I found this top by Women's Casual Puff Sleeve Square Neck. I really love the neckline on this. In fact, I wish the shirt that I had on had a neckline like that, because that is super flattering for any body type. I love an open neckline, especially when it comes to dates, because you will seem more open, ladies. When you have that openness, there's a metaphor and it sends a message to the men that you're open. I know that sounds a little like cheesy and crazy, but it's true. There's a subconscious message that you send. And if you know, I always tell women, you don't have to wear things that are low cut. That's not even like tasteful. Something like this, I think, is super tasteful. And again, it's gonna hit different women in different areas. But let me show you. So like, this is almost like a similar thing that I have on, right? You could get a look just like this. But this is really in. And what I like about the puffy sleeves is that it shows a little bit of femininity. You know, you could wear something that's just, you know, straight, you know, just like a regular shirt. And that's cute, but this turns it up a little bit, right? There's femininity, there's sex appeal, right? Yeah, oh, there's some thing going on in the chat. So let's be nice to everybody. And then look at the red shirt. I really like the red shirt. I always highly, highly recommend red. Red and pink are an attractive color for every woman, and it attracts men. I'm just gonna say that. And look at, like, I'll just even point out the way she's wearing like the leather skirt with that top, that is date worthy. You will get a lot of play from an outfit like this, I will just say, because this isn't just like a t-shirt and jeans that you threw on. This sends a message that you put intention and care into your outfit. So again, super affordable. You can, use this as a casual thing with just jeans, and you can like run to the market and it still looks, flirty. And the kind of material that this is also really easy to care for. So I like this a lot. So that's really important. Now, I want to show you pants that are in. Now, I showed these pants a while back, but it relates to something else that, that I'm going to share with you that's trending. Now, I actually have, oh my gosh, Maya, I'm sorry. I don't know what was happening in the chat, but whatever was happening, just focus on what we're doing and having fun. And thank you for, being here. And make sure you go at Kimmy Seltzer, askkimmy.com. I'd love to help you more. So thanks for being here. The pants that I'm showing you right here is Amelia butt lifting anti-cellulite leggings. Well, I'm laughing because I have them on. Ta-da! Oh my gosh, they're so comfortable. So can you see there's a little bit of detail on here, and it just kind of hugs your legs, and it's the kind of hugging that doesn't make you feel uncomfortable. Because you know how there's those leggings where it's like hard to breathe and everything? Not with these. Like, I've been sitting here with all of you for what, an hour and 15 minutes. And I actually forgot that I had them on, because I said to myself, I cannot forget to show everyone that I have these on. So I know you can't see like a full version of me, but you can see, they're really cute. And here's the thing that's trending. So it's not that, leggings are always trending right now. It's been in style as a kind of casual wear. Now look I have on these, the puffy sleeves, and then I have the leggings down below. And as you can see, it's almost like I'm mixing a casualness with something a little flirty. Because people come to me all the time and they say, Kimmy, I like to be casual and I don't want to wear a dress all the time. But you don't have to wear a dress to feel and look sexy. You can put together some casual looks that are still sexy, but you gotta have some of these elements in it that just turns it up a notch. Can you see like the difference that I'm talking about? Just wearing a pair of jeans and a t-shirt, or just sweats that are kind of looking sloppy on you, that's different than wearing something like what I'm showing you. So leggings are a great way to bring a casualness to your date, but they're also sexy at the same time, right? Because it's showing your legs. Men like to see the shape of your legs. Now, here's another thing that is trending. So neon is really in right now. Remember I was telling you that what is really popular is just showcasing things that are just out of the box, that are out of the comfy clothes, that are out of the drabby colors. So neon is in. And guess what neon was really big? The 80s. I wish I had like a Spotify button here that I could like turn on some 80s music for you, because I'm feeling it right now. But look at this. So these pants come in these like yellow, these neon yellow. How fun would this be? So, okay, so just imagine, okay, I'm thinking like going to the market, or you're going to the coffee shop. You throw on these yellow leggings, if you dare to go like bold, and then you put on something neutral on top, like a white sweater or a black top. Yeah, like you're gonna get attention, but it's in a really like kind of cool, sophisticated, casual way. Another thing that's in, okay, so this is another throwback from the 80s. Let me show you these. Oh wait, let me show these up close. These are super close. Wait here. This is a better way. So you have like this little pattern going on. This is fun because it's the pattern of the legs, but this is in like a pink color. And then I love these. Oh my gosh, you guys! Tie-dyes in! Woohoo! Yes, I remember when I was in camp, I have memories when I see tie-dye. Even like when I'm looking at all the clothes on Amazon, like there's shirts that are tie-dye, there's pants. I just picked out these because I think they're super cute. You can get them in tie-dye and solid colors. But I just have memories in camp. Did anyone do this where you took the rubber bands and you tied them up on the clothes and you dipped them? That is such a fun thing to do. But now you don't have to do that anymore. You can buy your very own tie-dye right here on Amazon without going through the mess. And look at the price point on these. I am such a big fan. That's why I'm hanging out here. You need to at least buy one pair of these. Okay, so moving on. Are you all with me? Anybody have any questions? Okay. I want to show you some other, okay, so, okay, here's another 80s drum roll. I cannot believe this is in. This is just so girly. Ah, the hair clips are back. The hair clips are back. Oh my goodness. Now, I think these are really cute. I feel that the butterfly is a great flirty kind of thing. You could do all sorts of things in your hair with the butterfly. Like, you know, you could twist your hair a little bit and then like just like clip it, and just that little like thing will be super cute. Now I brought one from home, and this one has a little sparkles in it, but I just want to show you, like, you could buy these butterfly hair clips and, you know, just put a little sparkle. Oh my God, I totally feel like I'm the 80s girl all over again. This is so fun. You could do it also like just like pull it back, you know, and just do something kind of like this. I mean, I'm just doing something really quick. And also like you could do the twist up. I know it's gonna be hard to do right now, but like, you know, you just like do the twisty. When it's hot and humid, this is a great thing to do. And I think it's super sexy, and especially like if you have like hoop earrings. I like when hoop earrings are shown, especially like dangling when you have your hair up. And you can see like, you know, you can have your hair going up. This is great for summer, but how great are these clips? So again, like you don't have to break the bank. You don't have to go out and buy a whole new wardrobe. I hope what I'm inspiring all of you to do and motivating all of you to do is start moving, start making some changes. It starts with, you know, a small clip in the hair that just brings a smile to your face. It starts with a little spring in your step so that you feel, you know, a little bit more energetic when you go to the store. It's all these things that will add up to a deeper and bigger energy so that you start attracting people wherever you go. This is what I'm talking about. So yeah, these are cute. Oh my God, $16.99. You get all these little hair clips. I like what she did with the hair. See, you can just kind of put them throughout your hair. And I think it's very like feminine too. You know, I talk a lot about femininity. In fact, oh my gosh, I just thought about this. If anybody is interested, I am doing a 6-week Get Your Sexy Back course. It's going to be starting, and I'll be talking about this a lot. It's starting July 20th through August 24th. If anybody is interested in doing that, go to askkimmy.com. Say, hey, Kimmy, I saw you on Amazon. I want to know more about your class. I am really, each week, I'm going to go through different ways to really help you get your sexy back, from your clothes to your body language, to the conversation skills, to wearing certain items like a clip in your hair, but also to really talk about femininity, because I believe that especially during this time, everyone has different definitions of femininity, and I think there's a lot of fears that are happening around this. So if you're interested, go to askkimmy.com or just go to my Instagram at Kimmy Seltzer. Please follow me. You know, I do all kinds of updates and goodies, from my podcast to my Facebook group to, as you can see, I do a lot of different things. But once you're in my community, then you'll get announcements to all of this stuff. Okay. Oh, Marnie, tough moment now. Needing to expand my life so much, not fulfilled, so concerned about being interesting. Also don't want a chance unhealthy looking to another to fill me, which is impossible. Yet I would love to bring in my sacred life partner. That's a beautiful question. Thank you for writing it again. I know sometimes they get lost. You know, Marnie, here's what I will say. There is, and let's just do girl chat for a second. There is a symbiotic relationship between the outer and the inner, and it is a balancing act. You know, that is one of the reasons why I like to focus on both the outer and the inner, because here's what I find, is that you can sit and do all this beautiful work on yourself. You can go to therapy, you can analyze things to death, you can say, I'm really working on myself for a period of time. And by the way, I'm a therapist, so I am a huge fan of that. So if that is the place that you're in, I really believe in that. But here's the problem, and this is the balancing act, is that when you stay in that analysis mode, what happens sometimes is what I call analysis paralysis. You know what I mean by that? You get stuck. You get stuck in the head. You get stuck in your mind of, oh my God, I should be doing this. I should be doing that, right? Instead of then moving. And what we're talking about, from all the items that we were discussing to the flirting and dating skills that I'm saying, we're talking about movement. And if you just sit and work on yourself and just watch a bunch of things and not pair it with movement, and that could look like many things. That could mean, you know, doing a virtual makeover with me. It could mean, you know, joining a Facebook group. It could mean taking a class. You could do an improv class. You could do some dancing. Like, any kind of movement is going to break that like cycle, okay? So that's the inner work. And I know that, like Marnie, like what you're saying, like there's a lot of stuff that you want to learn to fulfill from within. And I get that. Like, I have a lot of discussions around that with my clients. But then there's the opposite extreme, and I think this is what you're alluding to. Then there's the effect of numbing out, where maybe you're just swiping on here, you're shopping, you're swiping on Bumble and Tinder, you're dating, you're shopping, dating, and you're trying to fill yourself up with external things, or the dopamine hit, right? Bam. Okay, now I feel better. Well, guess what happens when that dopamine hit that you have, like any drug, it wears off. And then over time, as it wears off, then you're left with yourself. And so then what happens? The vicious cycle happens again. Oh, I'll shut down and now I'll work on myself. So what is the answer, right? Well, if working on myself is too much and numbing out is too much, it means that you have to recalibrate and you have to come somewhere in the middle. What does that look like? Well, that's where it gets tough, quite honestly. And that's why I always recommend to talk to a friend, a mentor, hire a coach, a therapist, whatever that is, because it's hard to see yourself. It's hard to see the patterns that you're in and knowing what to do differently. And that's where the strategy comes in. It's like what I said at the top of the show. For those of you who just are joining me, I'm a dating strategist. I call myself a strategist because I believe that once we put a different plan in place, a plan that is something different than you're used to, that's when you start feeling different things and you create these different patterns. I recently worked with a woman, and actually all of you can go to my podcast and hear her talk. I do these episodes called Where Are They Now episodes, and I bring my clients on and they share their success stories. Now, success lies within the individual. Some people find love, some people learn how to date, some people just feel more confident within. You know, everyone has a different journey and success story. But this particular woman, and by the way, my podcast is the Charisma Quotient, if you are wondering and you don't know that by now. This particular woman could not figure out for the life of her why she was really good at getting the first dates, but after like date 3, 4, 5, it just would die. It just would die. And she said, I don't understand. Like, I give great first dates. I do everything right. All the guys love me. But there's something happening in that middle stage where things just fall off. And because of that, I tend to get sucked into the relationship, and it's always the wrong one. It's the same guy in a different disguise every single time. So we really had to crack the code. Now, she could not have seen that on her own because she would be just keep doing what she's doing. So I helped her map out a different plan, a different roadmap that ended her in a different destination. And when you hear her success story, what's funny is that she first hired me to do shopping. She first hired me to do a virtual makeover and a rehaul of her closet, which we did, and it was great. And one of the things that I found was that she wasn't showing up in her sexy self. And when she finally owned herself and she started putting herself out there, then we worked on her approach. Then we worked on her mindset, all these different things. So lo and behold, what was really cute about the story is, and as she tells it on the podcast, is she finally, after dating up a storm and having fun and dating differently and dating smarter, not harder, but smarter, that's when she met this guy. And so by the time she got on my podcast, she was dating this guy, and she's like, Kim, he's so great, but I don't even believe it. I'm waiting for the ball to drop. Do you ever get into a situation where it's almost too good, right? But for her, she didn't trust it because she was so used to something else. But there was no way she was going to get there doing what she was doing, going down the same road she's always done. So I think the episode is Where Are They Now with Molly. So if you go to my podcast, that's where you can hear her talk about her success story. Now, what's remarkable was that she just did my 3-month phone coaching program. That's all it took. We did a lot of discovery, and once we lifted the hood and we saw what was in the engine, we fixed it. And so that can happen to you too. Again, go to @Kimmy Seltzer in my DMs and Instagram, or askkimmy.com, and I'd love to talk with you. I offer free breakthrough calls for anyone who wants to get a handle on their love life. And so, yeah, just reach out to me. I would love to talk to anybody who wants to get help on their style, who wants to get help on their love life and just create something different, because now is the time. Let me tell you, now is the time to do it. Because everybody is in a state of change right now. So you might as well go with the flow. You might as well ride the wave with everybody else so that you guys can do it together. You're not alone in this. And it's a really beautiful time. So, okay, I'm going to show you a few more. Marnie, I hope that was helpful, and obviously, as always, I'm open to having a chat with you. But let's end with some other trending things that I think are super fun. And this is some more, I want to focus on some casual things, okay? So guess what color is really in? And I love this so much. Okay, I'm going to show you. Yellow! Yellow is really in right now. Anything yellow goes, but I really adore this tote because I feel like you could bring it to lunch with your friends. You can bring it traveling. I like to show a little bit more expensive items. I was blown away that this is real leather. I cannot believe for this price point. I mean, if you're used to buying a purse that's lower than this, maybe it's pleather, and I actually have one that's a fun pleather one. But if you're looking for a genuine leather bag, you cannot beat this price point. And I really like this yellow because it's not overbearing. It's just enough yellow to give your outfit a bit of pop, but it's a neutral yellow that will go with a lot of stuff. Okay. So this is really cute. Now, obviously, if you scroll through, it comes in a lot of really cute colors. Wait, what's this color? A red one. So, okay, you hear me talking all the time about getting red clothes. Well, here's a way of incorporating red into your wardrobe. And when you do that, You can do it in different ways. You can do it with accessories. Because some people say, Kimmy, I don't want to wear the red dress. I don't want to wear the red shoes. It's all too much. What if you just popped a red tote like this? This is so cute. I love this. And then, you know, you could play around. There's obviously like other colors. You could do a brown color, and not so for dating. I really like having more color when it comes to dating and making things pop. Purple's always a good neutral, and that gives you a little bit of color, but with more depth. It's not like a real shiny color. It's more subdued, but so it can act as a neutral. But the winner, hands down, is this yellow. And by the way, here's a yellow one that has the yellow strap. And I want to show you just size-wise what this looks like. Wait, I think, did it show? Oh, I thought it showed it on a woman. Maybe not. But this is, I really like this because look how fun. You know, a lot of my clients know this, but I'm not a huge fan of patterns on clothes. And the reason that is that it creates a lot of width in a person, in a picture, on a video. On a date, it gets really loud. I know patterns are really in right now. You just got to be really careful. But I'd rather you have a pattern like this in a strap. And it's just subtle enough, but it gives you that pop of color. I really, really, really like this purse. I think it's super cute. Okay, and last but not least, and I of course have other items that I will show you in other shows, but we're getting close to the time here. I can't believe this is in. So this is another thing. The bucket beach sun hat is back. I don't even know what era this is. Okay, so if you know what era the bucket hat came in, type it in the chat box because I don't want to misspeak. I thought it was the 70s, but I could be mistaking. Whenever it happened. But look at how cute this is. So what they're saying is trending actually are the pastel colors for the hats, and I love this tie-dye. Everything is tie-dye. But if you scroll through, look at, you could get a green hat, you could get a yellow hat. So if you didn't like the yellow purse, you could do the yellow hat. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. See, now I would do something like this. I can see myself wearing maybe all white for summer, and I'm wearing like my white jeans and a white t-shirt. And like, that's another thing, like wearing monochromatic colors, like all one color is also really in. And then I would pop a yellow hat. And I think that would be really cute with blonde hair, and it would be a nice contrast to like dark hair as well. So that is a fun way. And then of course, my favorite, pink. As you can see, I wear a lot of pink, but that's because I feel like pink is a cheery, bright color that is super fun. And I'm fun. I hope you guys think I'm fun. All right, folks. Well, that is all I have for today. And just as a reminder, next week, I have a very special guest coming. It's going to be on Tuesday, 3 p.m. So make sure that you, if you want to come on my list, you'll get a reminder. Just go to askkimmy.com and you will get all the reminders. And also, I want to share a couple other things. We have some fun things. First of all, we have so many beautiful shows on this network. These are all the hostesses with the mostesses. I don't even think that's a word, but you can check all of our shows here on Sway TV. We have pretty much every hour a show going on. We are Shopatainment Network galore. So whatever your niche is, whatever you like to do, we are here for you. I, of course, focus on dating, but we have shows on fitness, we have shows on parenting, all kind for mindfulness, like you name it. So I just wanted to alert you to stay tuned. But next week, on my show, Kimmy's Love Hub, we have Jordan Harbinger coming on. He is an amazing podcaster. He recently was on a show, oh my gosh, a major show network, and he'll share his experience on that show. I'm not going to reveal what show he was on, but it was amazing. I called up Jordan. I'm like, oh my God, did I just see you on a major network just now? He's like, Yeah, that happened. So anyway, he is going to be here next week, and we're going to talk about everything from podcasting to finding your voice to relationships. He and I actually had a podcast together way earlier in both of our careers. So I hope you stay with me. And again, if you don't know me, my name is Kimmy Seltzer. I'm a dating strategist, confidence therapist, and image expert. You can go to my site, kimmyseltzer.com, or askkimmy.com, or @KimmySeltzer, all my social media handles. So there's many ways of getting a hold of me. If you just want to ask me a love or style question, I'm happy to help you. But with that, have a beautiful night. I will see you next week. And as always, let's sway.